Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's revenge.
My name is Asuka. I'm an ordinary 25-year-old working as an office worker at a small company. I've been going out with my boyfriend Takashi, who works at a car maintenance shop, for about a year now.
Aska, aren't you cold? I have a blanket, so you can use it.
Yeah, thanks. Takashi's very kind to me, so I think he's a good person. That's right, One day.
Oh, excuse me. I'd like to order.
I was at a family restaurant with my boyfriend on a date. We ordered what we wanted to eat and waited for it to arrive. Here you go. When the waiter brought the food, Takashi looked at it with a puzzled expression. Then, all of a sudden...
Hey, waitress, the plate's dirty.
Takashi pointed out that the plate was dirty. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll replace it with a new one right away. The waiter immediately apologized and hurried to take care of it, but...
Man, you should do better. This is something you're serving the customer.
I'm sorry. He kept complaining. And then...
If I post this on the internet, the store's reputation will be ruined. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry. Even though they replaced the plate, he kept complaining to the staff. Even I couldn't help but get a bit annoyed by this. Takashi, it's fine by now. They replaced the plate with a different one, and the staff apologized. I told him, but...
I'm saying this because I care about the restaurant.
He's really kind to me, but he's a so-called complainer who's really harsh on other people, especially the restaurant staff. Anyway, we managed to calm things down and started eating, but the other customers were staring at us, and it wasn't a fun date at all. After we left the restaurant, hey, can you stop doing things like that? The staff didn't do it on purpose, and it's not good. I gave him a stern warning in the car, but...
Why? Serving something like that to a customer is proof that they're not doing their job properly. We're the customers and we're paying them. So they have to fulfill their responsibilities and we have to teach that.
Teach? It's true that the plate was dirty, but it's not our job to teach them. He didn't even listen to my warning. I continued my relationship with Takahashi while bottling up my emotions. And then one day...
Asuka, let's go to that bakery you said you wanted to go to.
Are you sure? My boyfriend invited me to the bakery I've always wanted to go to, and I got excited. Then...
But sorry, the charger for the computer I use at home isn't working properly. I want to go and look at a new one. Will you come to the electrical appliance store with me before we go to the bakery?
Yeah, okay. I agreed because there's an electrical appliance store in the street to the bakery. On the day off, we headed to the electrical appliance store in his car.
Where's the charger? I'll ask the clerk. Oh, excuse me, this charger isn't working properly, so I'd like to get a new one. Do you have any in stock? Yes, can you wait a little while?
The clerk then disappeared into the back of the store. But even after waiting for a while, the clerk didn't come back.
So slow.
He's starting to get impatient. It's Sunday and the store is busy. Let's wait a little longer. Even if I tell him kindly.
But isn't it taking a little too long? How long does it take to just find one charger?
let's wait a little longer. Just when I thought the atmosphere was going to get bad again, the shop assistant came back, but...
I'm sorry, but it seems that this product is currently out of stock.
Unfortunately, it was out of stock. Then...
Huh? So after making us wait this long, it was out of stock?
Hey, Takashi! He started getting angry.
Don't make fun of the customer. How can you make us wait this long? I'm sorry.
The shop assistant was at a loss for words with his unreasonable complaint. Takashi, there's nothing we can do. The shop assistant searched hard for it too, so let's give up for today.
If I give up, I won't be able to charge my computer at home.
We can go to a different shop. I wanted to get away from there as soon as possible, so I suggested that to him, but...
Yeah, but I've been thinking about it for a while. This shop is always slow to answer the phone, and sometimes they don't answer at all. I don't think the staff are properly trained. We'll give them strict guidance.
The complaint gradually went off topic and started to trouble the shop assistants. That's enough! This has nothing to do with the current situation. He just went on and on with his complaints, and in the end...
Look at how much time it took. I was planning to just buy a charger and leave straight away. We've got plans after this too. What are you going to do about that? I'm really sorry.
I was going to say that it's obviously your fault that it's taking so long, but I held back since it would be a pain. If we left the store as soon as he realized there was no stock, it wouldn't have dragged on for so long. It's his fault, and I can't understand his complaints to the shop assistant, and I was embarrassed that people thought I was this guy's girlfriend. To begin with, why did I have to come along with him when it was his errand? When I thought about it calmly, it was a mystery. If it was his errand, he should have come when he was alone. Takashi! You're troubling him, so let's go. I said that, and he reluctantly stopped complaining, but at the end...
Do you know if you have it at a different store? I would have to check. Damn, at least do that for me.
Hey! To Takashi, who started saying that, I grabbed his arm and left the store. I'm sure he was thinking about how he was doing the right thing, but I was so disgusted by the fact that he even had that kind of brain. I started to wonder why I started liking this guy in the first place. Naturally, I was feeling awful. He gets into the car and is full of enthusiasm to go to another store, but... Sorry, I can't continue to be with you like this.
What?
Let's break up. And I told him to break up.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with you all of a sudden?
All of a sudden? First of all, it's crazy how you don't even understand that.
What?
How can you be so rude to the clerk? Why can you say such bad things about them?
No,
I know you say it because you think it's the right thing, but we're the customers and they're the shop assistants. Even customers need to have good manners.
No, it's because the shop assistant was so bad.
But you say it like you're right in front of other customers. Try putting yourself in my position. I can't continue going out with you anymore. We don't need to go to the bakery. Goodbye. And with that, I got out of the passenger seat.
Hey, are you sure? It's a long way to your house from here.
It's fine. I'll take the train home. It takes about an hour to get home by train, but I thought it was better than being locked in a car with him. He was shouting my name from behind me, but I didn't turn around and just kept walking. Even after I got home, he kept calling and messaging me online, but I ignored all of them and blocked him to put an end to this relationship. A few months later, I started going out with a guy called Ryota, who I met through a friend.
Yeah, this is really delicious.
Yeah, it is. Wait,
What's wrong?
I was having a nice meal with him when I noticed a bug in my water. There's a bug. He also noticed it and called the waiter over, and it occurred to me. No, don't get angry. Someone's memory flashed back in my mind, and I wanted to stop him, but...
Excuse me, there's a bug in this water.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll replace it immediately.
No, I'm sorry for making you busy.
Ryota was so understanding and kind to the waiter, and I was relieved. Thanks, Ryota.
No problem.
I was gradually becoming more and more attracted to him. Then one day...
Asuka, will you marry me?
What? I'm so happy. He proposed to me, and I registered my marriage with Ryota and started a new happy life together. Then one day...
The car inspection is coming up soon.
Ryota's car inspection was coming up, and he had to take it to the garage. On a weekend, we headed to the garage where we had made an appointment for that day.
You must be the person who made an appointment for the car inspection today. I'll take your car keys. Could you wait in the waiting area?
While we were waiting for the car inspection to be completed, we each got a drink from the all-you-can-drink menu and sat down to wait. The front of the room was made of glass, and through it, we could see a mechanic working on the car, and we watched as Ryota's car gradually got taken apart. I suddenly spotted a familiar face among the mechanics. What? Takashi? It was my ex-boyfriend Takashi. Right, he was a mechanic too. Wait, but I don't think he worked here. Maybe he changed jobs after we broke up. Are you serious? I don't want to see him. He's over there checking the car, so he won't notice me. But I didn't want him to find out, so I hid my face and waited for the car inspection to finish. However...
Tanaka-sama.
Takashi came over to the store and started calling the customer's name, probably to explain the condition of the car. I desperately hid my face so that I wouldn't be found out, and then...
Finally, how long are you gonna make me wait? What?
The customer Takashi called got angry with him.
I was told that it would only take an hour. How many hours have you made me wait?
It seems like he's getting angry because the process is taking longer than he had expected.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were also carefully inspecting each car in order, so there's a possibility of taking longer than originally planned. If that's the case, don't you think it's normal to explain that clearly? Can't this shop contact the customer?
What an unreasonable customer. The other customers there were also looking at him with an annoyed expression. Wait, Takashi used to say something similar. And I remember the time when we were dating and my sympathy for him disappeared. At that moment... I was distracted by the annoying customer and our eyes met and he found out. Oh no, I wanted to leave without being found out. I was lamenting my lack of caution when...
How many times do I have to tell you? It takes some time to carefully look at the car. If you're happy with a quick check, I'll give it back to you now. What?
What? He started getting angry at the customer.
Who do you think you are? I'm a customer, you know that, right? Then why don't you just wait until the inspection is over?
Of course, the customer also got angry and they started to argue. Luckily, the person who looked like a boss stepped in and managed to calm things down, but the customer continued to act up.
That was quite the scene.
Yeah. I agreed with my boyfriend, who had no way of knowing that was my ex-boyfriend. He probably argued back like that after seeing his ex-girlfriend since he didn't want to look weak. He gets angry when others complain just like him. I was fed up with my ex-boyfriend's actions even after breaking up. We were also called by the mechanic to hear about the current state of the car. He said that one part needed to be replaced, but it was currently out of stock, and we would have to come back another time.
Asuka, can I ask you?
Well, it's not that big a deal. Ryota had work to do, so he asked me to come back here again. I didn't want to see my ex-boyfriend after being shown that kind of thing, but I thought that we would hardly face each other, so I agreed. Then I visited the shop again later. Huh? I noticed that there was a plate with the staff's self-introductions on the shop's entrance. As I was looking at it, I realized that Takashi's was not there. I asked the mechanic in charge about it.
Oh, that guy. He got fired.
Oh my. He was fired. It was an event that made me think again that people who behave rudely to shop assistants are absolutely unforgivable, and karma does strike back. My name is Kotomi. I'm an ordinary office lady.
I'll go home first then.
Yeah, see you later. I'll leave soon too. I started living with my boyfriend Kenji 3 months ago. He's kind and honest. I'm living life while thinking about getting married to him. One day, I was walking home from work as usual when... Kotomi? What? Someone called my name from behind. When I looked back, I saw a familiar face. But I couldn't remember who it was. Who was she?
You don't remember? It's Kaori. We used to go to elementary school together.
Oh, Kaori! I remembered. I used to play with her a lot when we were in elementary school. It's been a while since we last met, so I couldn't remember her right away, but when she said it, I remembered. It's been a while. How have you been? You live over here?
Yeah, I've been living over here since university.
It's been a while since we last met, so we had a lot to talk about. During elementary school, I spent most of my time with Kaori. We were together during recess, PE class, and even when we went home. But when I was about to enter junior high school, my parents were transferred to a new location, and we had to move to the next prefecture.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't forget about me even after we move away.
Of course, I'll write to you too.
As promised, even after we moved away, we continued to write to each other. When I came home from school, I would look in the mailbox every day, excitedly hoping that I would find a letter from Kaori. When I did receive a letter, I was so happy. But after about 3 months, we both became busy with club activities and we sent letters to each other less often until one day it just stopped. Since then, I haven't had any contact with Kaori. I see. I didn't know we lived so close.
I know. What are you doing now, Kotomi?
I've been working in sales after graduating from university.
That's amazing! I've been working part-time since graduating from university.
I see. Since we're here, let's exchange numbers.
Yeah, sure.
So we exchanged line IDs and said we'd keep in touch after we parted ways. Hey, listen. On my way home today, I immediately told Kenji about it after I got home.
Oh, wow. With your friend you lost contact with?
As we were talking about this, I got a line from Kaori straight away.
Kotomi, I was so surprised surprise today. I'm relieved to see that you haven't changed. Let's go out to eat sometime.
I know, I was really surprised. Yeah, let's. So we made plans to go out to eat together.
I see. So, you're living with your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's right. And what about you, Kaori?
I'm not living with him, but I have a boyfriend I've been going out with for 2 years.
Huh, that's great. Show me a photo.
What? Show me yours then, too.
After talking like this for the first time in a while, the atmosphere was the same as it had been back then, and I felt a sense of nostalgia. After that, I started seeing Kaori more often, and a few months passed. Then one day...
I'm pregnant.
What? Pregnant? Congratulations! She told me that she was going to have a baby, and at the same time, she told me that she was going to get married. I was honestly happy to hear her news. 2 years later, I got pregnant at the same time as my marriage, so I reported to her as well.
Congratulations!
Thanks. There are so many things I don't know about having a child, so teach me lots of things.
Yeah, of course. If you need any clothes, just let me know. I still have lots of clothes at home.
Really? That would be so helpful. After that, I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Kaori taught me a lot of things as I struggled with childcare. But from around that time, I started to feel a little gap between me and my friend.
How is it? It's really hard to raise a child every day, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm giving her milk every 3 hours, and I'm not getting enough sleep at night.
I know! I just want a little bit of my own time.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, here!
Kaori then gave me a paper bag. Inside were hand-me-down clothes from her daughter. Thanks. I was short of clothes, so I was grateful. I opened the bag a little to take a look, but the children's clothes inside were not really my style.
It's still new, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To be honest, I didn't want my daughter to wear this, but I at least made sure to express my gratitude. At the time, I just thought our tastes were a little different, and when I got home and had a bit of time to myself, I checked social media. What? Kaori posted something, and there was my daughter's face in it. I didn't want her to post my daughter's photo. I'm not a celebrity or a TV personality, so I don't think it's a big deal that she posted a photo of my child, but I still felt a little uncomfortable that she had posted my daughter's face online without asking. I felt a little uncomfortable about it, but I continued to interact with her. When my daughter started going to nursery school, I had a little more free time, so I started working part-time at a supermarket nearby.
My salary's enough, so you didn't have to work.
No, it's not that. I just can't sit still at home.
I see.
I told my husband that and continued to work. And even after I started working, I still found time to go out for meals with Kaori. But recently, her comments started making me feel uncomfortable more and more. So I started working part-time. When I told her that I had started working outside the home.
What? You're still working even after getting married?
What? She made fun of me for some reason. What do you mean, still?
Because you working means you can't live on your husband's salary, right?
What? I already explained to her that I didn't like sitting at home, but she made a teasing comment like that. I think I explained that earlier, but... Of course, I tried to correct her, but...
No. If you don't like sitting at home, why don't you start learning something or go to the gym? I don't understand why you would go out of your way to work.
Well... I tried to explain it again, but then I remembered that when she graduated from university, she was working part-time. And after getting married, she quit her job and was living as a full-time housewife. So from her point of view, she probably can't understand why I would be working when I have the financial means to live without working. I just want to work and I like interacting with people. So there's no reason for Kaori to say anything about it.
You don't have to get so angry.
I guess I got a little angry too and I reflected on myself, but I heard that Kaori's husband works for a rather famous company and his salary is probably good too. Perhaps because of this, from then on Kaori started to look down on me a little. One day when we got together for a meal.
You know, we bought a new car the other day.
A new car? That's great.
Right. You have a secondhand car, right?
What? Yeah.
Of course. Well, if you're not having any problems with that, I guess it's fine.
Things like that.
The other day, my husband took me to a really nice restaurant for work.
That's nice. What kind of food?
It was a course, so they brought it to us. It was all delicious food, and it was all food that you'd never be able to eat in your lifetime.
I see. Repeating such comments, my dissatisfaction was piling up these days. And finally...
Hey, Kotomi, would Kenji be interested in working at the same place as my husband?
What? The same as your husband? I suddenly received such a proposal.
Yeah, it seems like one person quit. Kenji isn't thinking of staying at his current workplace forever, right?
What? At first I thought it was just a scout, but that wasn't the case. What do you mean?
Well, Kenji works late at his workplace, right? So I'm guessing his salary is lower than my husband's.
What?
So if he came to my husband's workplace, his salary would go up. And if our husbands became friends, it would be good for us too.
I could still shrug it off when she was saying all sorts of things about me. But when she started talking about my husband, I couldn't take it anymore. Enough is enough!
What?
I shouted at her. What? You think being a housewife makes you great? I'm just working because I want to work. There's no reason for you to be saying all sorts of things about it.
I just thought it was a little unusual.
No, that's not it. You're looking down on me. You think housewives are superior and dual-income households are poor.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, you did. Even though you didn't mean to, your words revealed your true feelings.
What? I thought I was doing you a favor!
Liar. You think you're superior to me because you're a housewife, right? Then Kaori.
Yeah, that's right. I do think that, because that's how it is. I don't understand why you would work even after getting married.
What? She spit her truth, and I thought it would be difficult to continue my relationship with her from now on. That's enough. Fine, you were just looking down on me after all. I see. I thought you were my best friend. But when I think about it, the only time we hung out together was when we were in elementary school. We went to different schools for junior high, high school, and university, so of course things would change.
What? Are you saying it's my fault?
I don't know about that, but at the very least, I don't understand what you're saying. I left the money for my meal and left the restaurant. This means I won't be able to contact Kaori or go out to eat with her anymore, but I thought that was fine, and we stopped contacting each other. A year passed since then. My daughter started elementary school, and I quit the supermarket where I was working part-time and started working full-time at a different company.
Kotomi-san! This part!
Oh, it'll fix if you click on that button. I had also worked as a full-time employee before I got married, and I often had the opportunity to teach my colleagues about relatively simple computer tasks. My work and personal life were progressing smoothly until one day.
Today, I'd like to introduce a new employee.
At the morning assembly, A senior employee introduced a mid-career hire, but what? Oh, do you know each other? The person who came was Kaori. Well, yeah. I was surprised to see the person I had a falling out with at the same workplace, but at the same time, why? She used to look down on me for working. As I was trying to figure out the situation in my own way. That's perfect, Kotomi-san. Can you be Kaori-san's trainer? What?
What?
I was appointed as Kaori-san's supervisor. Of course, I wanted to refuse, but I couldn't do that because it was my senior's instructions. I obediently followed her orders. Could you start up this PC for now? Then Kaori.
Where do I press to start it up?
What? Oh, this. Can't you see it's right in front of you? I thought that, but even after that. Oh, you didn't have to erase that. Can you undo it with Command Z?
What? Command Z?
Oh, that's right. She had no PC skills at all, having been a part-time worker after graduating from university and a full-time housewife after getting married. I thought, this is going to be tough. At lunchtime, I asked her why she started to work as I showed her where the canteen was. Then,
my husband got fired. Our daughter started elementary school, so I had to go out to work to make ends meet.
She must have been embarrassed to tell me this as she had been so critical of me before. I see. Well, let's do our best from now on. I thought we would never have any contact again, but for some reason we ended up working at the same company. I was a little uncomfortable about it, but I thought to myself, this is my job, and I took on the task of training her. Oh, click here, not there. No. You can make a copy by pressing here, so there's no need to make another one. I thought it would take a lot of patience to train her to be a full-fledged employee. However, the next morning... Sorry, Kotomi-san. She just called and said she wanted to quit. What? Kaori had resigned after a day. I asked her why, and she said it wasn't for her. If that's the case, why did she come in the first place? I went through all the procedures and social insurance and everything. Yeah. My senior said that, but she probably didn't want to work while being taught by me. She's a person who makes fun of others, but I'll probably never see her again.
My name is Asuka, and I've been married to Ryota for 2 years. We don't have any children yet, but we're a happy couple who travel together and live a happy life every day. One day, my phone received a line message. It's been a while. I hope everyone's doing well. Why don't we all go out for dinner sometime? The group chat with 4 of my close friends from university came to life by one of them saying that, good idea. I've been wanting to get together with everyone again too.
I want to go too.
I wanted to go too, and the conversation started getting exciting. I'm glad. I was a bit hesitant thinking that everyone might be busy. If you just invited me, I would have gone.
Seriously, I'm so tired from work and housework every day. I need a place where I can blow off some steam.
Everyone's doing their best. Everyone's married, but we all started joking around and the conversation was going off on a tangent. I made a correction and we decided to choose a restaurant. How about seafood? One of my friends gave a suggestion and we got excited. That sounds great. I don't really eat seafood at home, so it would be nice to try something different.
That's true.
Then let's go to a good seafood restaurant. There's one place I've been wanting to go to. We all agreed, and when I told them there was a place I was eyeing, everyone said that they wanted to go there, and we decided on a restaurant. We confirmed the time and looked forward to the day. On the day. Wow, Asuka! It's been a while! Maki, it's been a really long time. You haven't changed at all. I was waiting in front of the restaurant when one of our friends joined me. The atmosphere was the same as it was back then, and it made me nostalgic. It was like slipping back in time to when I was at university. After chatting for a while, the other two friends arrived in a taxi. Wow, it's been a while since we last saw each other. You two haven't changed at all. We were really excited to see each other again, and we went into the store.
You four made a reservation, right? Please, come this way.
As you would expect from a restaurant that mainly serves seafood, there was a large selection of dishes on the menu, including fresh sashimi, shrimp, crab, and even charcoal grilled dishes. Our excitement was at its peak. Wow, I'm looking forward to eating fresh fish. Yeah, I always wanted to come to this restaurant. We were shown to our seats and sat down. We ordered a course when we made the reservation, so we ordered our drinks and soon after the food arrived. Wow, look at all this food. The course we ordered was luxurious, with crab and prawns which we ate with our hands. Is it really okay to eat this much? It feels like I'm doing something wrong. It's fun. We work so hard at work and at home, so let's be a little extravagant today. Just as we were about to start eating. What? One of our friends, Kaori, suddenly started crying. Kaori, what's wrong? The three of us were confused, not understanding what was going on. Are you feeling sick? Is there something you can't eat? The three of us asked her what was wrong, and Kaori replied, I was excited about having a meal together as four for the first time in a while, but this kind of restaurant is just too much. What? I asked again, not understanding. Is something wrong with this restaurant? Then, I thought it would be a fancier restaurant, but it's a place where you eat chunks of fish and soup and grab food with your hands and eat it with gusto. Why would you choose a place like this? I was given an explanation, but to be honest, I had a hard time understanding it. Why are you crying over something like that? You're an adult, not an elementary school student. I wanted to say that, but I thought it might be a bit too provocative, so I swallowed my words. We already decided to come here, though. That's right! Nowadays, if you look up a restaurant, you can check things like atmosphere and interior. It's a bit late to be crying over something like that. But since we're going as four girls, I thought it would definitely be an Italian or French restaurant. That's just your own assumption. Just because it's not what you thought, you can't start crying just before you start eating at a restaurant. The other two also looked at Kaori with a cold expression of dismay. Let's eat it anyway. It'll get cold. That's true. We've come all this way, so we might as well enjoy it. Yeah, let's eat. We started eating after our friend said that, but Kaori was still sad and she continued to complain. Why are we eating at a place like this? She kept crying, so I thought that maybe something unpleasant or painful had happened at home recently, so I asked her about it, but... No, we're a happy couple getting along and work is going well too. So we were even more confused. In that kind of atmosphere, it was impossible to have a pleasant conversation, and the course ended with a gloomy atmosphere still hanging over the place. We each paid for our own courses and left the restaurant. Well, thanks for today. See you again. Yeah, see you. Kaori left and the three of us had a discussion. Seriously? What was that about? I don't know. Was she worried about something? But she said her marriage and work was going well. So she started crying just because she didn't like the restaurant? Maybe. She's like a little kid. My friend made the same kind of comment as me, and I almost laughed. I wanted to talk more. Me too. Same. It seems like we didn't talk enough, and we ended up talking about meeting up again for a meal soon. I won't contact Kaori for a while. Yeah, let's go with the three of us next time. I also didn't want to contact Kaori, so I decided to keep a distance from her for a while. And a few weeks later, the three of us met up for a meal. Today we went to regular izakaya with a private room. We drank and talked all night. So, my husband doesn't look after the kids at all. Wow, I know how hard that is. My boss got angry with me out of the blue the other day. That happens to everyone. I think we were all talking about things we couldn't talk about before, so we were really getting into the conversation. It was the first time we talked in a while, and it made me nostalgic about my university days. The fun night passed in the blink of an eye, and we all went back to our everyday lives. Then one day... Yes, hello? The doorbell rang in my house, so I checked on the monitor and saw a man I recognized from somewhere. Who is it? Then the man.
I'm sorry for coming so late, but I'm Kaori's husband.
Oh. I've never met him before in person, but I've seen him several times on Kaori's social media. It's nice to meet you. What can I do for you? I was quite confused by his sudden visit.
Actually, my wife has been feeling quite down recently.
I see. I decided to open the front door. Good evening.
Good evening. So my wife told me her relationship with Asuka-san and a few other friends from university was strained, and she wants to make up with everyone.
What? Strained? When I heard that, I was surprised. I mean, I haven't spoken to Kaori since we went out for dinner the other day. When I explained that to her husband...
Well, after that, Kaori saw you guys having a meal without her.
What? Apparently, Kaori saw us three at the izakaya the other day. Is that so?
Yes, Kaori was very sad about it.
But
she said she was the one who was at fault. I heard she caused trouble for everyone when you all went out to eat the other day.
Yes. I don't know if it was the restaurant we chose, but she suddenly burst into tears. When I explained that to the husband.
I'm truly sorry about that. Actually, I brought Kaori with me today, and she really wants to apologize, so is it okay if I bring her?
What? She's here? I'm surprised. Apparently, Kaori came here with her husband,
and her husband left for a moment and came back with Kaori.
Asuka, I'm really sorry for what happened. I know you couldn't enjoy the meal because of me. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Kaori seemed to have really reflected on herself, and she apologized to me with a very sorry expression.
I want to go out to eat and travel with everyone again, so please be friends with me again.
Could you forgive my wife this time?
Yes. To be honest, when the husband said that to me, I couldn't refuse. I made up with Kaori for the time being, and Kaori left looking satisfied. The next day, I reported to my friend that Kaori had come to apologize.
She came to yours too?
She brought her husband to my place too. It seems like she also visited the two of them with her husband to apologize. Well, should we go out to eat again with the four of us?
Yeah.
The two of them still seemed a little dissatisfied, but since the four of us weren't able to talk properly the other day, we decided to go out to eat again. And then my friend. Okay, but I can't accept it like this, so let me choose the restaurant. She said that. What? Sure, but she might say something if you choose a restaurant like last time. Oh no. So this time, I'll make a reservation at a good restaurant. So the four of us set a new date and went out to eat.
Wow, this is a really nice restaurant.
The restaurant my friend made a reservation for was really fancy and looked like an expensive Italian restaurant.
Yeah, this is the kind of restaurant I like.
Kaori seemed satisfied with the restaurant since it was her ideal restaurant. I thought she was a really picky girl, but today, it looks like the four of us will finally be able to have a fun chat. This time, Kaori didn't burst into tears and the meal ended with us happily. We called over a waiter to pay the bill, and when we received the bill...
What? 44,000 yen for 4 people?
Kaori was shocked to find out that we had eaten a lunch that cost 10,000 yen per person, but... Wait, you said you wanted to come to a fancier restaurant last time. My friend who reserved today's restaurant explained.
Wait, I said I wanted to go to a fancy restaurant, but I never said an expensive restaurant like this. There's no way I'm paying for a place like this. It's a ripoff. I'm not paying for it.
Kaori begins to complain after realizing the bill. But... That's impossible. You ate too. Besides, I sent you the restaurant online today, didn't I? I asked if everyone was okay with it since it's expensive.
What?
She did put the link for the restaurant online, and she did mention the price at that time. Last time too. Can you stop coming at me without checking in advance? It's annoying. Kaori started crying again.
You're so mean! You should have explained it properly.
I told you I did. I even wrote it in the message, and the prices were clearly listed on the restaurant's website.
Kaori, we want to get along with you too, but if you're gonna complain like this even after choosing the restaurant altogether, it's hard for us to.
For now, each of us will pay 11,000 yen. And we all paid. Kaori didn't seem to have any cash on her, so she paid with her credit card. When we left the restaurant, Kaori walked home alone like last time. Was this your plan, Maki? Well, it wasn't really a plan.
But I hope Kaori truly changes her mind this time. However, a few days later, "You're so mean! You picked that restaurant to trick me!" We received resenting line messages from her, but we thought it was annoying, so we decided to leave the group chat. Was that fine?
Well, whatever. It's her fault.
My friend said that, so I decided to keep my distance from Kaori for a while again. A few months later, "Did you hear? Kaori got divorced." What? I got a phone call that surprised me. My friend told me that Kaori asked her husband to come and apologize to us again, but he got fed up with having to put up with her problems and her constant nagging, and he asked for a divorce. Seriously? Even her husband gave up on her. Yeah. After that, for a while, me and my friend received some spiteful messages from her, saying that we were the reason she got divorced. But to be honest, I was annoyed by her nagging, so I blocked her on all social media and phone numbers. She was a real pain in the ass. Losing a friend was a shock, but I have other friends who are just as supportive, so I know I can continue to live my life strongly.
My name is Kotsumi. I'm 27 years old, and I'm just an ordinary office worker at a company in Tokyo.
Kotomi, how about we have dinner somewhere on our way home today?
Sounds great. I think I'll be done early today, so it should be fine. The person on the phone is my boyfriend, Kenji. We've been dating for 2 years, and he works for a big company that everyone knows. Before we started dating, he was an existence above the clouds. I met him at a blind date thrown by a friend.
I'm Kenji. It's nice to meet you.
And I'm Kotsumi. It's nice to meet you too. To be honest, it was love at first sight, but from my point of view, he was a super elite guy. I thought that he had no interest in me, but surprisingly, it was Kenji who approached me.
Kotomi, wasn't it? What do you do on your days off?
Huh? Oh, me? Nothing particular really. I have no interest, so I stay at home and watch movies.
Well, I'm not too dissimilar from that either.
That conversation brought us closer and we exchanged contact information. Gradually, as we went on more dates, I became more and more attracted to him, and then he...
Kotomi, will you go out with me?
Are you sure you're okay with it being me?
What are you talking about? I want you, Kotomi.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much for having me too. 2 years have passed since then. Our relationship is going very well, and I'm considering marrying him in the future.
The other day, I can't get into too much detail, but I succeeded a pretty big project.
Wow, is that so? Well done.
Thanks. So, I might be a little busy again, but after that, I think things will settle down. So, do you want to get married then?
Yeah, I'm so happy. It wasn't a formal proposal yet, but it made me so happy to hear him say those words to me. But a few months after that conversation...
Kotomi, sorry. Can we meet up now?
What? I mean, yeah, I can. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I can't really say over the phone.
Oh, okay. His strange mood made me feel a little concerned. Then I went to the designated cafe. Sorry to keep you.
I'm sorry to call you here so suddenly.
Oh no, I don't mind that, but what's going on?
Well...
He started talking like it was really difficult for him to bring it up.
Well, actually, I got fired from my job.
What? I couldn't help but yell out at the unexpected story, gasp, and cover my mouth. When you mean fired? Why? Why would that happen? You said the other day that you had a successful new project and that it was going to get busy for you.
Yeah, I know that. But after that, another company came along that offered better terms, so they switched to them, and my plan was scrapped. And I had to take the blame for that.
What is that, taking something away like that?
I can't help it. That's what business is all about.
Can't believe it. I knew how hard he was working, so it broke my heart.
So, because of that,
Huh? Kenji continued even more.
well, I'm really sorry, but I also want to put the marriage on hold.
Huh? To my surprise, the engagement was also called off. Hang on a minute. I know it's hard, of course, but that doesn't mean you have to go back to a clean slate. I'm still going to continue my job, and you know I don't need a ring.
Well, yes, I know, but I just can't be in the mood for it, you know?
You can't. I was looking forward to marrying him, so that decision came as quite a shock. Let's just go to Hello Work or something. I'll go with you if you want.
Okay, you're right. But I'm sorry. I just don't have the capacity to think about looking for the next job right now.
Of course. But isn't that it? If you're resigning on the company's accord, you can apply for benefits or something and get them right away, no? Let's ask about stuff like that too.
Thanks. You seem to know a lot.
Well, yeah. I've had friends who went through the same thing, and I looked into it once myself too.
I see.
Even when I spoke cheerfully to him, his tone was very dark. I tried to cheer him up somehow, and I used all the knowledge I had to carefully explain to him how to get allowances. So, I think you can get a certificate like that from the company, so if you get it and show it at the reception or something, you can probably apply for it. I'll go over and research one more time, okay? It's not like this is the end of your world. It'll be fine. Cheer up, and let's just go for it. I tried my best to speak cheerfully to him then.
Thanks for explaining so clearly. I'm tired now, so I'll leave for today. Thanks. I called you into this place, so I'll pay for it.
I don't mind that. For now, anyway, just think about yourself.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Then we both went to the cash register, paid our respective bills, and separated in front of the shop. We both headed home. I'm so surprised to hear that he got restructured when he used to talk so cheerfully about his work. I wonder if Kenji is alright. To be honest, the company I work for is not even close to the company Kenji works for, and this is a chronic shortage of workers, and not to mention restructuring. It's not something that happens very often, but it's different when it's a big company, I suppose. With this sincere feeling in my mind, I went home. Anyway, I was a little disoriented that day too, so I decided to get some rest. But then, a few days later, I was summoned by Kenji once again. What's up? Have you got another job?
Well, sit down first.
Huh? Kenji urged me to take a seat, then...
I'm so sorry. Kotomi, I'm sorry, but I want to break up with you.
Eh? Wow, he's breaking up with me? Why? What's the reason? Is it because you got fired from your job? You know I don't care about that, right? Just work hard again from now. And then Kenji said,
Well, actually, I lied about being fired.
What? A lie? I didn't get it. What does he mean to lie about being fired? I'm sorry, the fact you weren't fired, what's that supposed to mean? Do you mean maybe that you were rehired again?
No.
Then what? Kenji then utters a shocking statement.
I wasn't fired in the first place. It was a lie to test you, Kotomi.
To test me?
Yeah, that's right. As you know, I'm working for a prestigious company and making a good income, right? That's why I thought you might be planning to marry me for the money.
No, of course not. I fell in love with your humanity and wanted to marry you.
I understand that well now.
So you're saying that you tricked me in order to do that? I can't believe it. Do you know how worried I was? I was angry, but at the same time I had questions. As a result, it turned out to be a lie, but even after Kenji's restructuring statement, I didn't choose to part ways with him, and I gave him a lot of friendly advice. I'm supposed to have cleared this marrying for money test, but he still wants to break up with me? I find myself contradicting myself, and my head becomes confused. Why do you want to break up? I really wanted to marry you, Kenji, even if you left your current company. Then...
You were so knowledgeable about hello work and applying for unemployment benefits that I was a little scared, Kotomi. I was wondering if you might be unemployed right now or something.
What?
Well, if you worked in a normal job, you wouldn't need to know that sort of information. But with you, Kotomi, you were giving more and more information, and I thought it was a little suspicious.
What's with that? I went through all the trouble of being accommodating and giving you advice, and now you're suspicious of it? What's that supposed to mean? And what do you mean I must be unemployed? You're going to doubt me on that? Kenji's thought process gave me the creeps.
Then how do you know all that?
Well, I quit my job once and had to change jobs, but there was a short gap at the time and I needed to go through all that stuff, so I looked it up at that time. Then Kenji said,
Oh, I knew you had to change jobs. Changing jobs. That's what losers do.
Loser? Why would just changing jobs make me a loser?
Because you obviously didn't give results at the first company you joined, so you changed workplaces in search of your next lodging tree, right? That's exactly what losers do.
Ugh! I'm appalled! I can't believe he had such a prejudice against changing jobs in this day and age. It's true that I changed jobs, but that's because I heard that the company I originally worked for was being absorbed and reorganized, and that I'd be transferred to a ridiculously distant location. So I took the plunge and changed careers. I didn't mean to hide it, but I didn't really have a moment to tell him about it, so I didn't. To be honest, though, I could only be appalled by his way of thinking, and at the same time, I realized that my love for him was fading, so I... Right, I see. I never thought that you would be the kind of guy who would use such a dishonest method to try and figure out such a thing.
And I never thought you were the type to change jobs either. I thought you were more solid than that.
I mean, I was so accommodating to you when you told me that you were fired from your job. But if it was the other way around, you would have just given up on me, which is just disgusting.
What do you mean, disgusting? I have my measures too. What's wrong with measuring with that?
That's exactly what I mean by exclamatory. I'm done with this. All right, let's break up. I don't love you anymore, Kenji.
Ugh, please do that.
I was surprised to find that the man I had loved just a few hours before was now just an object of disgust. But I still couldn't forgive him for what he had done, and I knew there was no way I could walk through life with him anymore. Bye then. After saying that, I left the money for the coffee I had ordered on the desk with a bang and went home. What was with him? That douche! I had done so much research for him, but thinking now that all of it had been for nothing made me feel so angry and miserable at the same time, and tears started to flow out. I just can't believe it. Seriously, got on my nerves. I threw all the Hello Work paper stuff I had been researching for him in the trash. A few months later, when I had totally forgotten all about my ex-boyfriend... Huh? What's this? When I got out of the bath and looked at my phone, I was surprised to find that I had about 5 missed calls. What's more, the other person is... Kenji? To my surprise, it was my ex-boyfriend Kenji, who I had completely forgotten to erase from my contact list. Why in the world would he call me this much? It's been a few months since we broke up, and I wondered if it was something serious to call me this many times, so I was about to call him back, but he called me again. What?
Oh, Katomi! I'm so glad you answered.
As soon as I picked up the phone, Kenji started talking in a panic. Huh? What? Why are you calling so suddenly? Then Kenji...
Actually, I'm about to be fired from my job.
Even after we broke up, this man is still saying the same thing he had said back then. Are you doing this again? Just quit it. I mean, we've broken up already, alright? What are you trying to test now?
That's not it! This time, it's real! Please, Katomi, would you come back again so you can help me?
Sorry, but you're being annoying. What are you trying to measure out this time? If I get in on this, is it for a woman who accepts the real me? Don't make me laugh. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have a millimeter of feeling towards you anymore.
That's not it! It's really not like that!
So pesky. I hung up the phone at a random point because I knew there was no end to it. God, what was that? We're broken up. Don't come in here bluffing to me like that. I thought that, and if he calls me again, it's too much trouble, so I blocked his number from my phone. Now I thought I was completely off the hook with him. A few more weeks later. I just so happened to be flicking through my phone, and then I got a notification from a news site with a ping. Huh? Mass firings. The letters that came into my eyes were such strange words and a familiar company name. Wait, isn't this the company that Kenji was working in? The company my ex-boyfriend was working for was in financial trouble, and an article came out that said 10,000 employees were being laid off. Wow, how troubling. Hang on, which means, could it be that... Apparently, it seems his phone call the other day wasn't a bluff or anything. It was the truth. I see, so the lie becomes the truth. While I pitied him with mockery, I had been thinking that I would not pay much attention to my ex, thinking it was a fire on the other side of the river for me now. But after that day, I started getting messages on my social media from an anonymous person.
Long time no see! Can we meet up? Just for a short while? I'm sorry. I was wrong that time. I realize now that I can't do this without you, Kotomi. Please, can you start over with me?
The account name was TK. Perhaps the initials? I wasn't completely sure, but... I bet. This is Kenji. I guessed it was my ex-boyfriend based on the photos and content of his posts. He seems to have gone this far to send me an unsolicited message because he had no other way to contact me. But however, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is, but if you keep sending me these messages, I'm going to rat you out and sue you. When I sent that message, he probably got scared because I never got a DM again after that. Huh. Honestly, that's what happens when you say things that make people feel stupid. I was just shocked at what my ex said and did, but it made me realize that what you do to others comes back to you, for better or for worse. And once again, I am so glad that I didn't marry that guy.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!